So we're going to use what's called a sawtooth hanger. And you can get them that you nail in with brads. These are really great. They actually have the nails attached.
Oh, I see.
So you don't have to hold the little brad. So I made a little mark so that it's centered, because you still want it to be level, even if it's lightweight. You just tap it in so easy. And we've measured. We have just one tiny little nail.
Oh, so that's all you need.
That's
it's not
all
going
you
to
need.
get crooked or anything on the wall.
Yeah. Because it's so light, it's easy.
Yeah.
There's no point in going through a lot of trouble.
That's easy. Now you call those sawtooth?
Sawtooth hangers.
Hangers, okay.
And because they have the different teeth, if it's not perfectly level, you scooch it over to the next tooth, it's level.
Now here is a larger picture.
Right.
Let's see, I think this is an original, an original Rothko by Anduin.
You never know when you need some red on the set.
Okay.
So this is still a little bit lightweight because it doesn't have glass either. It's really when you get the glass and the heavy frames that you need a lot.
Yeah, it's very,
these
very
sturdy.
light.
So we can actually use the really tiny screw eyes because they still have enough strength. Now here's a good tip, because I learned this, I researched this because I've hung a lot of these, like you said. You want to put your screw eye in about 1/3 of the way down from the top.
Okay.
So this is 40 inches.
And
so
then
we
your
measure
wire
down
will come how high?
about 3 or 4 inches from the top.
From the top.
So you don't want to see
the wire
that
gets
nail in your
attached
wall.
here and there,
Right.
and that's where it's going to hang, right in the middle. So this gives you some leverage.
This is a good tip to help you get the screw eye in really easily. So you really want to put a pretty deep hole in there, because that's going to help you really get your screw eye in easily.
Okay.
And the awl is really a very handy tool for this, because once you get your screw eye started, then watch this, you can use the awl to be your leverage. It makes it really easy, because once you get in there really tight, it's hard to twist with your fingers.
Okay, so see, I would be afraid with this small an eye, but this is light, so.
Yeah, it's not so bad. If you, again, if you had glass, if you had a nice heavy frame, I would use a bigger screw eye.
Okay.
But because the wire is pulling the screw eye sideways, it's very strong for the size.
Right, okay. And so on an angle, or?
It's going to end up being pulled on an angle anyway, so I usually put it on an angle.
Then your wire?
And this is a very nice thin wire, but it's still strong. So I want to have about 6 inches on each side extra. Do you have about 6 inches extra? All right, I'm going to snip this down and thread it through.
This is way too long, okay.
Right, so right about there. And then, that's good. Yeah, that's perfect. We certainly won't see the hook in the wall. And then you wrap the wire on itself. And this is an important tip. You wrap it one way, and then to lock it, you wrap it back the other way. Exactly.
Oh, I had a disaster at my house.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It didn't get wrapped backwards?
No, a very beautiful, beautiful antique mirror, an 1805 mirror, fell off the wall
That's disaster.
because it had been hung improperly. And that, I have learned my lesson for all time.
And look, if you loop right back through the original hole, it makes it completely strong. It's never going anywhere. And it's not like it has to be really tidy. I mean, you want it tidy and clean.
So now what kind of implement in the wall? Would you put a molly? Or?
I would use, one of these ooks. These are really excellent. They really, bear the weight very strongly, and you won't see it above here.
Okay, there.
Now, these are your favorite, right?
Cleats.
The cleats. So this is a French cleat, and this part goes in the wall. This one from Home Depot comes with a level built in.
That's so
Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
And then this part attaches to your mirror, and it just sits right in, so the gravity holds it. And then
If
this
you don't know about these are
They're
amazing for
fantastic.
anything heavy, any mirror. It can be applied to the back
let's do it. Let's put it on.
of a frame.
Really fast, because we want to hang it. I pre-drilled this. I made sure that this was perpendicular to the center line of the mirror, so it hangs nice and level. And we use the level that came with the cleat to level the one that's in the wall. And because it's nice and high, we know...
So do you understand what's going to happen here? This half of the cleat fits down into... Oh, here, you have it on the wall.
Yeah, it's on the wall, so
Okay.
let's place it right on there.
Oh my gosh, this is very heavy.
It is heavy, but this has 3 screws in the mirror and 3 screws in the wall, so you know it's really sturdy.
Yeah.
And
it will go
stay.
nowhere.
Right.
So that's a very, very good thing to know.